But yeah, and she sought me out and was like, hey, you should really meet my friend Felecia. And then Felecia helped. I was living in Boston at the time because I was going to school in Boston. And Felecia helped set up a show for when I was coming home to Portland for the holidays. And we met. Then I had really no introduction to like punk culture or like anarchists or like anything remotely alternative because I went to like a private Catholic school. So Felecia, as well as her group of friends, was like a whole new group for me, and I don't know, really tried to keep up with like the cool factor, but I got a lot of shit for like not being in that group, but I guess that was the beginning of everything. I remember, that was where I actually played my first show ever, and I think like, I remember being like, that's where Kurt and Courtney met. Yeah. So Felecia and I originally met, Felecia and I originally met through one of her friends on MySpace who contacted me, and I guess she went like hunting for like queer, like feminist music. Yeah, we played a show together at the now I think defunct Satyricon.
I just can't concentrate. I feel so silly. Which is an excellent.
Me and Felecia really became close when I came home for the summer in 2009, and she was working at the YWCA as, and I think a social work position, and I was working, or I got a job as a camp counselor at the day camp at the YWCA, so we were spending a lot of time together, and because I think her position was being removed or changed at the YWCA, she was, I think, abruptly houseless, and I was like, hey, you should move into my basement. And she moved into my basement with me, my sister, my dad, and my stepmom. No, neither of us were remotely sober. I would say both of us were drinking in excess.
She was full on Fu Tang at the time.
Definitely full on Fu Tang. We spent, what you're probably thinking of the park is we spent a lot of time in the South Park blocks, playing music, drinking PBR, talking shit, talking to strangers. I mean, Felecia was like, at that summer was like really formative. I mean, I think that we got into like more trouble and like than we needed to, and like weren't always as nice to each other as we should have been, but it was also like really formative in terms of me starting to discover politics and like feminism and not necessarily like strictly anarchy, but just like ideas that were outside of like a framework that I was familiar with, as well as Felecia introducing me to some punk rock, like the Distillers, and I don't know, all the things that she liked to listen to.